Part 57. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 561. Heh, no wonder you two are so concerned and want to solve the young master of the Flame Clan. It turns out that you are the person involved. After Qin Feng learned all this, he was a little unhappy. It was nothing to ask him to help solve the young master of the Flame Clan, but what he hated most was that someone lied to him. You didn't ask us if we were saints. Bing Yaya muttered softly. She lowered her head, and didn't dare to look at Qin Feng's eyes. They did hide the fact that they were saints, but the other party didn't ask, so she didn't deny that she was not the saint of Bing Linger's clan. Qin Feng was sharp-eyed and heard Bing Yaya's whisper in an instant, and his expression was slightly stunned. Thinking carefully, in the short time he knew the two people, he really didn't ask about their identities. He only knew that they were from the Bingling clan. And the two of them only said their origins and names, and didn't say that they were the saints involved. It was indeed his negligence. However, it was obvious that the two of them were intentionally hiding their true identities. Otherwise, if they had told him that they were saints from the Ice Spirit clan at the beginning, he would have helped them go to the Flame clan and solve the problem without hesitation. In this way, Qin Feng himself would be a good young man in the 21st world. It seems to be the case. On the back of the peacock, Yeching Cheng covered her mouth and laughed secretly. At the beginning, she was a little suspicious of the identities of the two. Otherwise, the elders of the Ice Spirit clan had already compromised and made concessions. Why would these two girls still want to solve the young master of the Flame clan? There are big problems in this, and it is not worth pondering, because it is clear at one point. Mr. Qin, we didn't mean to hide it from you, because you didn't ask, so we didn't say it. Bing Yue smiled. Her beautiful eyes were filled with dots of fluorescence, which was indeed very bright. Bing Yue saw the two people flirting here, and he was immediately furious. Damn, this kid actually got there first and got ahead of him. This kid must be a spy of the Flame clan. You must not follow him unless he can prove his strength. Only then will I believe that he can beat the young master of the Flame clan. Bin Jiao's eyes turned cold. He was notorious in the Bingling clan, and his moves were powerful. As for whether he would accidentally kill Qin Feng when fighting with him, it all depends on his mood. Are you sure you want to fight with me? Qin Feng's face darkened instantly when he heard this. He didn't care what this person thought of the saint of the Bingling clan, but if he dared to set his sights on him, he would be wrong. Boy, I didn't want to do it, but you are ignorant. Bin Jiao's eyes were filled with a cold light. Qin Feng actually dared to pay attention to the saint of the Bingling clan, which made him murderous. Brother Bin Jiao, young Master Qin is my friend, what do you mean? Bing Yue's face darkened instantly. The young master of the Flame clan wanted to humiliate them, but Bin Jiao not only refused to help, but also wanted to hold them back at this moment, which made her extremely angry. Young Master Qin is the helper we invited to help us deal with the young master of the Flame clan. You have repeatedly provoked him. What exactly do you plan to do? Bing Yaya's face also showed a trace of anger. People like this who don't help but hold them back are really disgusting to him. As Bing Yue and Bing Yaya spoke, the atmosphere in the field became tense for a while. It is obvious that Bing Yue and Bing Yaya stood on Qin Feng's side, which made Bing Yue's eyes flash with murderous intent. Neither of them helped him speak, but actually sided with an outsider, which made him more and more dissatisfied. I said, as long as he can beat me, I believe he has the ability to defeat the young master of the Flame clan. As Bin Jiao's voice fell, he rushed to Qin Feng. At this time, he was relatively close to Qin Feng. Bing Yue and Bing Yaya wanted to stop him, but it was too late. Boom! A brilliant fist hit Qin Feng standing on the back of the peacock. For a moment, the void was trembling, the terrible spirit radiated out, the world was shaking, and the violent energy waves were spreading. Qin Feng saw this scene, his eyes turned cold. Bin Jiao's arrogant and domineering attack, completely ignoring the impact on other people sitting on the back of the peacock, such behavior, he could not tolerate. Bang! Qin Feng attacked brazenly, and he also attacked strongly. The palm that Bin Jiao hit in front of him carried great lethality, and he didn't care about hurting Zuck and Yeching Cheng at all, which made him murderous. Boom boom! The Earth Immortal's top-grade heaven-turning seal was directly shaken out by Qin Feng, and the dazzling fist force that Bing Yu had thrown out was instantly shattered in the void by Qin Feng. Bing Yaya and Bing Yu both of them looked at the scene in shock, and they were all excited. Qin Feng's fist seal immediately broke Bing Yu's killing move into the void, which gave them hope. With the heaven-turning seal blessed by the 9 prohibitions, after breaking Bing Yu's killing move, it did not disappear, but continued to press forward towards the opponent, with extreme power. A trifling trick. Bing Yu sneered, and he suddenly threw another punch, which vibrated repeatedly in the void, and the spreading force shook out one ripple after another, and the terrible power was extremely terrifying. You should know that Bin Jiao is the heavenly sect of the Bingling clan. Although his cultivation is in the realm of quasi-princes, his killing methods are extremely strong. Among the Bingling clan, his strength is enough to rank in the top 5. Boom! The fierce and domineering power poured out in the void. Qin Feng's heaven-turning seal is a top-grade martial art of the Earth Immortal. When it is displayed, it is extremely terrifying. The terrible fist print suppressed it, and the world was shaking wildly. Bin Jiao threw 9 punches in succession before Qin Feng's heaven-turning seal was overturned in the void. Sure enough, I underestimated you. At this moment, Bin Jiao had a grim smile on his face. The opponent's full-strength attack did have extraordinary means, but he just wanted to test it and did not use his full strength. Boom boom! In an instant, Bin Jiao waved his palms repeatedly, and 3 large handprints appeared in front of his palms and fingers. The large handprints were intertwined with bright light and came to Qin Feng again. At this time, he put away his contempt and started to fight with all his strength. He realized that if he didn't solve Qin Feng, then what he wanted to do next would be absolutely in vain. Mr. Qin, this is Bin Jiao's trump card. You don't have to fight him head-on. At this time, Bing Yu, who was not far away, sent a message to Qin Feng. For some reason, she was very worried about Qin Feng's safety. She didn't hesitate to offend Bin Jiao and told him not to be impulsive. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 562. With only the cultivation of the divine illumination realm, you still want to fight me? Go to hell. Bing Yu sneered repeatedly, with a crazy killing intent in his eyes. 3 punches came towards Qin Feng to suppress him, and his momentum was extremely fierce. Boy, to tell you the truth, I have Bing Yu and Bing Ya, including your 2 female companions, in my hands. Bing Yu privately sent a message to Qin Feng. He was so confident that as long as Qin Feng was dealt with, no one would know the whereabouts of Bing Yu and Bing Ya. At that time, as long as all the faults were pushed onto Qin Feng, an outsider, he could get out of this matter, and even keep his beautiful wife in his golden house. Asshole, you are too confident. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold, and a terrifying killing intent bloomed in his eyes. No wonder the other party had been blocking him from going to the Flame Clan and waiting for him here. The other party is harboring evil intentions. Not only has he set his sights on Bing Yaya and Bing Yu, he has also set his sights on Zuck and Yeching Cheng. He has already planned to kill them. God King Vision. At this moment, Qin Feng let out a light roar, and a shocking aura was released from his body. The image of the God King appeared in front of the peacock and blocked the peacock. Qin Feng separated the four people on the back of the peacock from Bing Yu. As the image of the God King appeared, Qin Feng's aura rose steadily, and he had the energy to suppress everything. Gudong. Bing Yu and Bing Yaya, who were on the back of the peacock, swallowed their saliva subconsciously. Such a terrifying strength was many times stronger than the pressure just displayed. In the eyes of the two of them, such strength was enough to fight against the young master of the Flame Clan. However, the mere Bing Yu was actually consuming Qin Feng's divine power, which caused the matter of solving the young master of the Flame Clan to be delayed. As the vision of the God King appeared, the three handprints that Binjaya had made were instantly blocked by the golden bell that spread out from Qin Feng's body. "You bastard, I didn't want to pay attention to you, but you narrowed your path and actually paid attention to my people. You are courting your own destruction." Qin Feng's body was filled with murderous intent, and the God King's golden bell spread over his body, which was too against the will of heaven. Under the blessing of the 9 prohibitions, although he only had the cultivation level of the divine illumination realm, his power far exceeded the quasi-prince realm and reached a very terrifying level. Swish! The absolute immortal sword appeared in Qin Feng's hand, slashing forward, spreading a breath of destruction. Dang, dang, dang. A series of sounds of metal clashing rang out, and the three handprints all shattered in the void and disappeared into thin air. Facing this scene, Binjaya's face suddenly changed. These three large handprints were his killer move, the Ice Seal. However, this Ice Seal was unable to suppress the opponent. It seemed that he still underestimated the opponent's strength. The opponent's cultivation was not as simple as it looked. Swish! At this moment, Binjaya also took out the weapon that he had cultivated with his life. For a moment, a fairy sword appeared in the world, exuding a destructive breath. Ice Sword. As soon as the Ice Sword appeared, it instantly emitted terrifying energy in the void. As the fairy weapon that Binjaya had cultivated with his life, it had extraordinary energy blessing. As Binjaya slashed forward with the Ice Sword in his hand, a cold edge burst out between heaven and earth, and countless snowflakes fell down, instantly turning into ice blades in the void, floating around Binjaya's body. These ice blades, shining under the illumination of the light source, made Binjaya's entire momentum become more powerful. "Mr. Qin, be careful. This is Binjaya's top-grade weapon, the Ice Sword." At this moment, even Binjaya was shocked. This Ice Sword is a fairy weapon, and it has the blessing of strength. It is a very terrifying weapon that can enhance the combat effectiveness of the user. Swish, swish. In an instant, countless ice blades attacked Qin Feng and pierced through the void. The power was extremely terrifying. Top-grade fairy weapon. Qin Feng's eyes condensed, and then a look of disdain appeared on his face. To him, the top-grade fairy weapon was simply rags. He had at least 80 such weapons in his hand. Such a weapon actually wanted to show off in front of him. It was really overestimating one's own ability. Chi La. Qin Feng waved the absolute fairy sword and slashed it directly. For a while, the sky was filled with brilliant light. The top-grade martial arts of the earthly fairy, Feng Wu Ju Tian, under the blessing of the 9 Forbidden, a huge phoenix appeared in the world. As the phoenix slashed its wings, a terrifying divine fire flowed out, and the originally cold mountains and rivers of the Ice Spirit clan instantly appeared in the sky with extremely high temperatures. The terrifying sword energy pierced through the sky, and the sword moves made by Binjaya's Ice Sword were like ice and snow encountering a raging fire, melting instantly and dispersing in the void without causing any waves. This. Binjaya's eyes turned cold, and his pupils suddenly contracted. The sword moves made by his Ice Sword had the blessing of strength, but they were easily blocked by Qin Feng, which shocked him greatly. Ice the world. Binjaya didn't believe in evil. He didn't think that he had no way to deal with the opponent with his cultivation in the realm of princes. In his opinion, it was just a coincidence that the opponent had such means. As long as he fought with full strength, he could easily crush the opponent. You know, it is difficult to find a few of these top-grade weapons in the entire secret realm. This was something he got from a cave in a secret realm, and it could increase his strength several times. How can the other party compare with me? How can he compare with me? As the ice-sealed world was performed, the world was roaring. This was a secret technique, a secret method passed down by Qingxian Sanren, and few people could learn it. And Binjai was one of them. When the clan started the trial conference, he took a fancy to this secret technique at first sight. At that time, everyone laughed at him for choosing a useless secret method, but when he amazed the audience with the song I Sealed World the next year, no one in the clan dared to underestimate him. Moreover, learning this secret method also made his bloodline complete the evolution, and he became a famous genius in the Bingling clan. It also made him become a quasi-lord in just a few decades. His strength was extremely strong, and even the elders in the clan were not his opponents. At that time, he fell in love with Bing Yuer and wanted to confess to her, but he didn't muster up the courage. More importantly, there is a saint son in the clan riding on his head, making him feel ashamed. He has always had ideas about the saint daughter of the Bingling clan, but he was overwhelmed by the saint son and never dared to reveal his ideas. Now, the saint son of the Bingling clan was seriously injured. He finally saw an opportunity, but Qin Feng showed up again, which made him very frustrated. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 563. Frozen World, as a top-notch immortal martial art, was used, causing snow to fall in the sky and the earth. Binjai was surrounded by a layer of pure white mist, swirling in the sky. In an instant, the mist condensed in the void, forming a sea of ice in an instant. The terrifying intention was released between the heaven and the earth, as if everything in the world was frozen. At this moment, Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya were all horrified. It was too transcendent to be threatened in this way. The power was more than 10 times stronger than before. It was really terrifying. Even Yeqing Cheng and Suzaku frowned and watched nervously. Such a move was too terrifying. They were very worried about Qin Feng. However, in this frozen world, compared to Qin Feng's 9 forbiddens, the blessing of 10 times the energy is not so abnormal. 10 times the energy blessing? It's a small trick. Qin Feng's expression was calm, and he was surrounded by endless white sharp edges, all blocked by his divine king's vision, unable to get close to his body. Moreover, there is also a dragon talisman surrounding the Sea of God King in the vision of the God King, protecting all 4 people on the peacock from being affected. Because the cultivation of the 4 of them is not enough to stop the threat of the frozen world, and Binjai's control over the explosive power of the frozen world is much worse. The phoenix dances for 9 days. Qin Feng lightly shouted, and he used his immortal sword. With the blessing of Jijin, Feng Guiyujushan's strength had dozens of times the damage. Moreover, the power of Feng Guiyujushan is extremely terrifying. It is the superior martial arts of the Earth Immortal. With the damage blessing of strength, the superimposed spiritual power can increase the damage power by 100 times. Qi. Between heaven and earth, the frozen world encountered the phoenix fire, and layers of white smoke began to rise. The confined space around Qin Feng was broken open and burned instantly. Ah! Binjai let out a scream, and Feng Wujushan's divine fire burned together, and his infuriating energy was ignited. The pain made his expression distort, and it was unbearable. The phoenix fire intertwined with the phoenix dance for 9 days, ignited the ice energy in the void, and instantly spread to the ice moon. This magical flame was hard to guard against, causing the surrounding temperature to soar instantly. Originally, this place was covered in ice for thousands of miles, but due to the appearance of Qin Feng's phoenix fire, the place melted instantly, and a lake with a radius of several hundred meters appeared. Endless heat steamed up. If Binjiu hadn't had a solid foundation, it would have been burned into ashes the moment the true energy was ignited. Boom! A huge rumbling sound came from the void, and the frozen world was melted directly by Feng Guiyujushan, completely unable to cause any harm to Qin Feng. "Boy, just wait for me." After Binjiu shouted loudly, he instantly penetrated the void and flew towards the direction of the Bingling clan. "Master Qin, please don't kill him, otherwise the consequences will be very troublesome." At this time, Bing Yuer, who was not far away, suddenly said that Binjiu was the genius of the Bingling clan and was strong enough to rank among the top 5. If he is killed by Qin Feng, it will definitely cause huge losses to their Ice Spirit clan. As a saint of the Ice Spirit clan, she has been indoctrinated since she was a child to put the interests of the Ice Spirit clan first. Even if she doesn't like Binjiu and doesn't agree with the elders' compromise, she still can't watch the interests of the Bingling clan suffer. After all, the Ice Spirit clan is her mother clan, and if Binjiu dies, then the Ice Spirit clan will have no hope of confronting the Flame clan. Trouble, it's a coincidence that I'm not afraid of trouble. A cold light flashed in Qin Feng's eyes. No matter how big the trouble was, he could not stop him. Binjiu is so cruel and vicious that he actually tries to attack Suzaku Yeqing Cheng. For this reason alone, he cannot stay. Brush. Qin Feng stepped into the void, crossed the space in an instant, and caught up with Binjiu's figure in an instant. The immortal sword was so extraordinary that it was far beyond what Binjiu could compare with. "Boy, I have sent a message to the Ice Spirit clan asking for help. If you dare to kill me, you will have to bear the endless revenge of the Ice Spirit clan." Binjiu turned pale with horror. He ran several kilometers before being caught up. He couldn't even escape in front of Qin Feng. Really? If you, the Ice Spirit clan, are so powerful, how can you prepare for the saint to compromise? Qin Feng sneered and slashed out the immortal sword instantly, killing Binjiu in the void on the spot. After killing Binjiu, a diamond scratch-off card appeared in the void. Qin Feng stepped forward and picked up the scratch-off card. This time, he was a little disappointed that he didn't get the star gold card like he did before. He casually scratched off the scratch-off card, and immediately the system beeped. "Ding, congratulations to the host for using the diamond scratch-off card and getting a 10-year-old elixir." Listening to the system's prompt tone, Qin Feng nodded with satisfaction. A holy medicine is still very good. After killing Binjiu, Bing Yaya and Bing Yuer on Peacock's back were both stunned. This scene was too shocking. Binjiu was the genius of their Bingling clan, and he was killed by Qin Feng so easily. If the higher UPS were to blame, the two would definitely be inseparable. How so? Bing Yaya turned pale with fright. Bing Yu's death had a great impact on their Bingling clan. After all, there are only 5 masters in the vassal domain of their Bingling clan. The Holy Sun was deposed and Binjiu was killed. Now there are only 3 left. As a direct result of this incident, the strength of their Ice Spirit clan has been drastically reduced. I am afraid that they will no longer be able to compare with the Flame clan and can only become vassals. Bing Yuer was also stunned. She had just spoken out to stop Qin Feng for the sake of the future of the Bingling clan. But she didn't expect Qin Feng to act so decisively and kill Bing Yu in an instant without giving her a chance to stop him. "Let's go back to the clan first, otherwise the clan members will blame us, which will be bad for Mr. Qin." Bing Yuer looked a little confused. As the saint of the Bingling clan, she was taught from childhood to put the interests of the Bingling clan first. Now, Bing Yu, as a genius, died in front of them, which put them in a dilemma for a while. The 2 junior sisters knew Bing Yu's thoughts very well. The other party definitely had no good intentions in coming here. And Qin Feng killed Bing Yu completely to help them. If Qin Feng was misunderstood because of this matter and was hunted down by the Bingling clan, it would be difficult for the two to choose. Two sisters, the Bingling clan has abandoned you too, but you still care about the Bingling clan. You are so kind and lovely. The Vermilion Bird of the Vermilion Bird Holy Land saw the bewildered expressions of the two, so a gentle voice came out. She grew up in the Vermilion Bird Holy Land and felt the same way about such things. If it weren't for Qin Feng's appearance, she would probably have followed in their footsteps and had no right to choose. As a saint of a clan, I understand that you have no choice, but do you really want to do this? Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 564. Suzaku sat on the peacock, and a strong aura of oppression flowed in her beautiful eyes. As the saint of the Suzaku Holy Land, her knowledge was far more extensive than the two people from the Bingling clan. Even if the two returned to the Bingling clan at this time, they would be speechless. In order to compromise, the Bingling clan would send the two to the Flame clan. Qin Feng, who was hunted by the Bingling clan, probably would not help the two of them to go to the Flame clan to solve the trouble. How to choose this matter? It all depends on the two people's thoughts. At this moment, Qin Feng surprisingly did not reply. He was quietly suspended in the air, with his hands behind his back, his white Taoist robe fluttering, and surprisingly calm. As for going to the Bingling clan or the Flame clan to solve the trouble, the decision was entirely up to the two. Before, the two were unwilling to follow the arrangements of the elders, so they wanted to fight and solve the Flame young master. He also wanted to help the two because of this idea of the two. If the two wanted him to explain to the Bingling clan at this time, then he decided not to care about the two people anymore and let them fend for themselves. Mr. Qin, we. Bing Yu and Bing Yao looked at Qin Feng floating in the air. They felt Qin Feng's blazing charm and were all speechless. Such a peerless figure could completely fight against the Tianjiao of the Flame clan. In comparison, solving the young master of the Flame clan and letting the two of them escape from the sea of suffering was far more important than the news of Bing Yu's death. Please help Mr. Qin and solve the young master of the Flame clan. Afterwards, we are willing to work like cows and horses to repay Mr. Qin's kindness. At this moment, Bing Yu and Bing Yao looked at each other and saw the look of determination in each other's eyes. For some reason, when they saw Qin Feng, they felt that Qin Feng was trustworthy. Moreover, Qin Feng's peerless charm was completely incomparable to the young master of the Flame clan or Bing Yu. It was simply a difference between heaven and earth. Even if Qin Feng really had evil intentions, if they followed Qin Feng and stepped into the fire pit in the future, it would be much better than following the young master of the Flame clan. Let's go without delay. After getting the answers from the two, Qin Feng waved his hand, and the peacock flew to his side. He stood on the peacock's back, and the group rushed to the Flame clan. After crossing the Yin-Yang Lake, Qin Feng and his group came to the territory of the Flame clan. The air here is filled with endless sulfur gas, and you can see fierce birds and beasts of fire attributes and fairy plants everywhere. Here, for the cultivators who practice the Flame clan's skills, with the bonus of energy, they can get twice the result with half the effort. However, although this place is beautiful, it is still slightly inferior to the Suzaku Holy Land. Here, Zuk felt the true chi in his body stirring, and the Zuk divine power was agitated. This was because as the saint of the Zuk Holy Land, she also practiced the fire-attributed exercises. This place could have a certain impact on her divine power, which was far more powerful than the combat power that could be used in the Bingling clan. Qin Feng and his companions had just approached the sky above the territory of the Flame clan when a loud shout came. Who trespassed into the territory of the Flame clan? The guardian monk of the Flame clan exuded a powerful aura. The other party was in the state of no form. It was indeed extraordinary to reach the state of no form in this secret realm where the laws of heaven and earth were not complete. Go tell the young master of your flame clan, the saint of the ice clan, that I will protect him, and ask him to take back what he said before and get out as far as he can." Qin Feng was suspended in the air, and his voice came out calmly, "Spreading in the mountains here. Are you really that bold?" The monks of the Flame Clan guarding the mountain gate were stunned when they heard this. Who dared to come to their Flame Clan to provoke them? How dare they? The Flame Clan is surrounded by 3 mountains. The energy of fire attribute flows here, and it is covered with countless fire attribute vegetation, which makes this place abundant and full of a different kind of beauty. In addition, this has a bonus to the strength of the monks of the Flame Clan. Are you from the Ice Spirit Clan? You really don't know how to live or die. Suddenly, the monks of the Flame Clan saw Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya sitting on the back of the peacock and asked loudly. In their opinion, it is too stupid for such a young boy to dare to come to the Flame Clan to provoke trouble. The territory of the Flame Ancestor has a formation that can bless their cultivation and suppress the monks of Ice attribute. This is why the Holy Son of the Ice Spirit Clan was easily crushed by the young master of the Flame Clan when he came to the door. And now, a blind boy brought 2 saints to the door again, making everyone present laugh. "Ha ha ha, what's the matter, are you bringing 2 saints to the trap? Are the 2 saints impatient and want to dedicate themselves to the young master?" The countless monks and guards of the Flame Clan laughed loudly. The other party only had 5 people, and they dared to come to their Flame Clan to cause trouble. It was really ridiculous. Bang! Qin Feng was too lazy to talk nonsense. He flicked his fingers and shot directly. A huge stone with the Flame Clan engraved on it was instantly smashed into powder by Qin Feng, and dust flew here. "Dog, do you know what you are doing? Boy, you are looking for death." The monks of the Flame Clan were all furious. The other party only had 5 people, but they dared to attack so strongly. It really underestimated their Flame Clan. Swish! The shattering of the territory's stone caused the cultivators of the Flame Clan to use their weapons in an instant. Countless magic weapons, flying swords, and immortal knives turned into a rain of light, shooting towards Qin Feng, trying to kill him on the spot. Of course, all these magic weapons and weapons were hidden from Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya. After all, the 2 were favored by the young master of the Flame Clan. If they were affected and injured, they would have to bear the consequences. Bang! However, Qin Feng didn't care about such weapons at all. He raised his palm and waved it forward, and the heaven-turning seal appeared in front of him. All the magic weapons and weapons that were sacrificed were shattered into powder by the heaven-turning seal, and scattered all over the sky. Moreover, the heaven-turning seal continued to move forward, and the dozen cultivators guarding the mountain gate were all suppressed by Qin Feng and flew backwards, colliding with the mountain of the Flame Clan, with a loud bang. These were just ordinary cultivators. Qin Feng would not kill them all, but only temporarily make them lose the ability to resist. "Go and report to the deputy clan leader." The cultivators guarding the mountain gate were all stunned. They knew that they were in big trouble. The young cultivator brought by the 2 saints, Bing Yaya and Bing Yuer, was unfathomable and far beyond their ability to deal with. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 565. Who are you, kid? What do you want to do? At this time, a powerful monk flew over in front of the mountain gate. He had a fierce face and fiery red hair flying fiercely. His cultivation had reached the 9th level of the formless heaven and he was very powerful. "I'm going to beat up the young master of the Flame Clan and tell him to come out to see me." Qin Feng shouted loudly, and his voice filled the air, appearing extremely strong and confident. "You, too, want to challenge our young master, but you take yourself too seriously." Huo Lai from the Flame Clan sneered. He felt that the other party's cultivation level was only Shen Zhao Kongtian. Such cultivation level was far behind the young master of their clan. "Gatekeeper, why are you not convinced? Qin Feng's face turned cold after hearing this. It seemed that if he wanted to deal with the young master of the Flame Clan, he must first pass the level of the young monk in front of him. "You bastard, our young master doesn't need to run away, I'll crush you to death as easily as crushing an ant to death." Huo Lai heard that he was being looked down upon and called him a watchdog, which instantly exposed him. He stepped out and punched Qin Feng with a fierce punch. The power of this punch soared, making even the void tremble. "Ant? Haha, let me show you who is the ant." The corner of Qin Feng's mouth raised a cold arc, the void was trembling, and the vision of the God King appeared around Qin Feng, blooming with the laws of heaven and earth, like a giant. Compared with Qin Feng, Huo Lai this time looked like an ant. This heaven and earth dharma was so bright and sacred that it immediately suppressed the monks guarding the Flame Clan in front of the mountain gate. Bang! Qin Feng moved slightly and stepped forward. God King Vision made the same movement as him and stepped forward. A golden foot stepped forward, causing the void to collapse inch by inch and the entire mountain gate to tremble. Not far away, countless Flame Clan monks were all scared out of their wits. They looked at the scene in front of them in disbelief. They had only seen such a huge form of heaven and earth in the body of the clan leader. This kick burst out with thousands of feet of golden light, and its power was truly earth-shattering. Huo Lai was shocked and turned pale. He mobilized all his energy, and the palm he struck out shone brightly, shattering the void, trying to stop Qin Feng's attack on the spot. However, the kick of God King Faxiang was so powerful that it shattered Huo Lai's entire arm into a puddle of mud in an instant. If Qin Feng hadn't been merciful, Huo Lai would have burst into pieces on the spot. Ah! Huo Lai let out a scream of terror, and he instantly retreated hundreds of meters away. The panic and anger in his heart reached the extreme. Qin Feng crippled one of his arms in front of everyone, which was a great shame and humiliation for him. As one of the geniuses of the Flame Clan, there is no doubt that this move will cause his status in the Flame Clan to fall, which he cannot bear. "Ah, I'm going to kill you!" Huo Lai roared loudly, and a fiery red light bloomed all over his body. The flames floated around him, transforming his broken arm into a flame arm. His physical strength also became stronger in an instant, as if it had become a burning man. Moreover, the Flame Clan's holy land was filled with formations, and strands of runes hijacked Huo Lai's body, allowing him to enter the realm of quasi-lords for a short time. "Go to hell!" Huo Lai roared loudly, and the broken arm turned into a long flaming knife, which instantly crossed the void. The terrifying knife slashed towards Qin Feng, shaking the heaven and the earth. "Call out!" However, facing this attack, Qin Feng was happy and fearless. He thought slightly, and the immortal king's heaven-suppressing finger, blessed by the 9 forbiddens, penetrated the void. A bright beam of light, like a divine sword, flashed across the void and struck Huo Lai's eyebrows in an instant. Huo Lai had no means of resistance at all, and was pierced between the eyebrows by Qin Feng's immortal king heaven-suppressing finger. His soul was scattered and he fell into the void instantly. As Huo Lai died, the flame knife he transformed also dissipated into the void in an instant. Hiss! Everyone was completely shocked. The guardian monks of the Flame Clan were all gasping for air. Huo Lai, who was in the formless 9th heaven realm, had reached the quasi-noble realm with the blessing of the formation, but he was actually unable to stop the opponent's attack. This is really terrifying. Even Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya were stunned. Such a terrifying pointing light was so powerful that if they encountered it, they would be killed. The two of them had seen Qin Feng kill Binjiu in the quasi-vassal realm. However, seeing Qin Feng's strong attack at this moment, they knew that Qin Feng was even more powerful than before. It was simply horrible to the extreme. As everyone knows, the territory of the Flame Clan has a blessing for the Flame Clan monks, and this blessing has the same effect on Qin Feng. Whether Qin Feng is the Suzaku Divine Flame or the Phoenix Dance 9 Heavens, they are all fire attribute skills. They are more powerful than the Flame Clan's skills. With the blessing of this place, his strength has also been improved. And just this improvement is far beyond what the monks of the Flame Clan can compare to. Compared with him, Huolai is simply dregs. Sister, look, Mr. Qin is so powerful, so ferocious. Bingyaya exclaimed softly, her beautiful eyes were blooming with brilliance. For some reason, she felt something growing in her heart, and her heartbeat accelerated. Bingyua also grew up with a small cherry mouth, and her black hair was swaying in the wind. She was completely shocked. On the ground, the scene was silent for a while. The countless cultivators of the Flame Clan were silent. This scene really stunned them. Boy, no matter who you are, if you dare to act wildly in my Flame Clan, you will only die. At this time, the void trembled violently, and the deputy chief of the Flame Clan crossed the void and came to the front. In his eyes, a cold murderous intent bloomed. Qin Feng attacked brazenly and killed a Tianjiao of their Flame Clan. He was too arrogant. Are you the young master of the Flame Clan? Qin Feng looked at the middle-aged man in front of him with a cold look in his eyes. The other party had such a dignified appearance, but he actually wanted to rob two girls of the Cold Clan. He was really ignorant. What nonsense are you talking about? This is the deputy chief of our Flame Clan. The deputy chief's strength is unfathomable, reaching the level of the princes. You are courting your own destruction. The cultivators of the Flame Clan felt that they were doing well again. With the support of the deputy chief, they became bolder. Damn it, I'm here to cause trouble for the young master of the Flame Clan. You, a piece of trash, why are you here? You're delaying my business. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 566. Qin Feng looked very unhappy. He was obviously here to deal with the young master of the Flame Clan, but a person who was not the main master appeared in front of him. This was too much of a delay. What kind of trash are you? Qin Feng glanced at the other party, feeling very unhappy, and did not take the deputy chief of the Flame Clan in front of him seriously at all. Ni Ma. You are the trash. The cultivators of the Flame Clan were all stunned when they heard this. They did not expect that the person who came would be so arrogant. It was too arrogant to call their deputy chief trash. Before you die, do you have any last words? If you don't say it now, you will have no chance in the future. The deputy chief of the Flame Clan sneered repeatedly. His strength was enough to rank in the top 3 of the entire Flame Clan. Except for the chief and the young master, he was the strongest. What a coincidence, this is exactly what I want to say. Qin Feng moved, he flew into the air, facing the deputy chief of the Flame Clan, and a strong wind surrounded him. Clan leader, be careful, this kid is very evil. Beside the deputy clan leader of the Flame Clan, some powerful monks were floating. They saw the strong threat Qin Feng had just shown, and they all spoke out. You can't even deal with a fat guy who is not even a phaseless one. What's the point of keeping you? Look, I'll take him. The deputy clan leader of the Flame Clan was very confident. He stepped out, and his energy surged. He didn't take Qin Feng seriously at all. In his eyes, Qin Feng was just an ant, and he could kill him with just one finger. As the voice of the deputy clan leader of the Flame Clan fell, a cloud of mist like fire clouds filled his palm, emitting deadly light, sweeping towards Qin Feng. Boom! The world was shaking, and the deputy clan leader of the Flame Clan slammed with a sharp palm, releasing destructive power in an instant, breaking the void on the spot. This is the famous skill of the deputy clan leader of the Flame Clan, the Fire Cloud Palm. Near his palm, a destructive flame filled the air, as if it could melt everything in the world. Mr. Qin, be careful. Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya felt the might of the deputy chief of the Flame Clan, and they were all terrified. They asked themselves if they could handle such a move. Qin Feng had no fear at all. He moved his body and faced him head-on. He clenched his fist and flipped his hand to use the earthly martial arts, the Heaven-Turning Seal. The Heaven-Turning Seal flowed with a vast aura, and suddenly blasted forward, releasing destructive energy. Bang! A deafening roar came, and the void was trembling wildly. The energy of the Heaven-Turning Seal was too strong. In an instant, the fire cloud palm of the deputy chief of the Flame Clan was suppressed and disappeared into thin air. The deputy chief of the Flame Clan saw this scene, and his face changed drastically. Such a terrifying power made him extremely terrified. The Heaven-Turning Seal blessed by the 9 prohibitions was really too terrifying. The blessing of almost 100 times the energy was enough to deal with the deputy chief of the Flame Clan, who was in the second heaven of the princes. Puff! The heaven-flipping seal condensed and did not disperse. It continued to move forward. Under the blessing of the 9 forbiddens, it burst out extremely terrifying energy. The deputy chief of the Flame Clan did not have time to dodge at all. Qin Feng's heaven-flipping seal broke all his defenses and crushed his entire arm into a pulp. Ah! The deputy chief of the Flame Clan was shocked. Such a terrifying killing style made him feel the threat of death and felt that he could not resist. Pa! Qin Feng followed him like a shadow. The immortal step allowed him to shuttle through the void. He slapped the deputy chief of the Flame Clan in the face, leaving a big finger mark. You are crazy, why are you not crazy anymore? Qin Feng sneered at the opponent. His speed was too fast, which was not comparable to the deputy chief of the Flame Clan. The opponent had no time to dodge and was hit directly. Pa! Qin Feng slapped out again, and he pursued the victory, bombarding with his palms continuously, hitting the deputy patriarch of the Flame Clan and making him retreat again and again, leaving no room for resistance. At this moment, the cultivators of the Flame Clan around were all stunned. They couldn't understand why the cultivators of the Nineth Heaven of Divine Illumination had such fighting power. The deputy patriarchs of the Second Heaven of the Lords couldn't stop the opponent's move, and didn't even have room for resistance, which made them very confused. Young man, you should forgive others when you can. Don't go too far, kid. Seeing their deputy patriarch being humiliated, some elders of the Flame Clan couldn't stand it anymore. They protected the deputy patriarch of the Flame Clan, and surrounded Qin Feng in a horn-like manner. Why, you can't beat him and want to fight him? Just to save me the trouble, you all come together. Qin Feng looked very calm. Even if these cultivators of the Flame Clan came together and started a group fight, they were no match for him at all. Because, Qin Feng had just observed that in this flame field, his strength had a multiplier bonus. Combined with the 9 forbiddens' strength, his combat power exceeded 100 times, and even if the people here attacked together, they were no match for him. However, at this point, Qin Feng had a vague sense that such a big thing had happened in front of the Flame Clan's mountain gate, but only one deputy clan leader appeared here. Neither the young master nor the clan leader showed up, which told him that the two were not in the Flame Clan at all. Swish! Qin Feng stepped on your immortal step, just like strolling in the courtyard. In less than a blink of an eye, he came to the side of the deputy chief of the Flame Clan and directly placed the immortal sword in his hand on the neck of the deputy chief. Hiss! At this moment, all the monks around the deputy chief of the Flame Clan were stunned. They didn't even have time to react before Qin Feng broke through the siege and captured the deputy chief. Tell me, what did your young master and clan leader do? Qin Feng's eyes burst with cold murderous intent. In this secret realm, there are only the Flame Clan and the Ice Spirit Clan. Those two people are not here, and they are probably going to the Ice Spirit Clan. Ha 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 ha, boy, you are the helper that the Ice Spirit tribe has brought for you. To tell you the truth, Our young master and the clan leader have already gone to the Ice Spirit tribe. The deputy leader of the Flame clan was very tough. Although his body was shaking unconsciously, there was still a mocking look on his face. What are you going to do with the Ice Spirit clan? Qin Feng's expression was a little strange. The young master and deputy chief of the Flame clan must have bad intentions when going to the Ice Spirit clan. Could it be that the other party couldn't wait for 3 days, so they went to capture the saint of the Ice Spirit clan in advance? In that case, doesn't it mean that he brought the two of them here, and actually ran away too much? If he had known better, he would have gone directly to the Ice Spirit tribe to deal with them. Young man, if you have something to say, please tell me what you want. As long as we can do it, we will satisfy you. An elder of the Flame clan said fearfully that if the deputy chief dies, it will be their turn. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 567. Young man, quickly release the deputy clan leader, otherwise when the clan leader comes back, you will be worse off than dead. Some elders of the Flame clan also shouted loudly, wanting to put pressure on Qin Feng to make him realize that the Flame clan is extraordinary so that he can release their deputy clan leader. And around, some monks of the Flame clan also shouted, the deputy clan leader did not have the slightest resistance and became a hostage, which made them all nervous. Moreover, at this time, some monks took the initiative to surround Zuck, Yeching Cheng and others on the peacock. They wanted to take the 4 people down unexpectedly and use them as hostages in exchange for the life of the deputy clan leader. However, such a small action did not escape Qin Feng's fiery eyes, and he checked it all. Boy, quickly release our deputy clan leader, otherwise all your women will die. The monks of the Flame clan were fierce and weak. They surrounded the peacock and looked at Qin Feng with a grim smile, putting pressure on him. Boy, let me go and surrender, and I will order people to spare them. The deputy chief of the Flame clan thought he had the handle on Qin Feng, and a sneer appeared on his face, threatening. Oh no! The faces of some elders of the Flame clan around him changed drastically when they heard this. This stupid deputy chief threatened before he took down the 4 people. Isn't it obvious that he wanted the other party to kill them? Looking for death. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold. As a hostage, the other party was so stupid. It was really stupid. He stepped on the Nixian step and his speed was incredible. In just a blink of an eye, Qin Feng came in front of the peacock, and the absolute immortal sword performed the phoenix dance in the sky and smashed it out. Chi La. The phoenix dance in the sky crossed the sky, and the endless extreme intention was extremely powerful under the blessing of the 9 Forbiddens and the Flame clan's domain formation. In an instant, some of the cultivators who gathered around first were burned to ashes and disappeared. At this time, the deputy chief of the Flame clan suddenly found that his eyes were rising and the scenery in front of him was getting farther and farther away. His eyelids drooped and he looked down. In an instant, his eyes were filled with horror. Just now, when Qin Feng stepped on the immortal step and left, he actually cut off his neck with the Juexian sword. Because the Juexian sword was too sharp, the deputy chief of the Flame clan had no time to react, and when he felt it, he was already dead. The headless body of the deputy chief of the Flame clan fell between the mountains and was burned to ashes by the fire of Feng Guiyujushan. And the head that lost its body could only let out a low roar unwillingly, and its soul was scattered and died. Hiss. All the cultivators of the Flame clan took a deep breath, and everyone was trembling in their hearts, and they could not see Qin Feng's strength at all. The opponent was clearly a cultivator of the 9th heaven of Shenzhou, but the combat power he used was far beyond the Wuxiang realm. Even some strong men in the vassal realm could not compare with him at all, and he had a very terrifying killing power. The deputy clan leader is dead. We can't stop him, let's run. Many cultivators of the Flame clan were frightened, and many of them were panicked and incoherent. Run? Where to run? This is the territory of our Flame clan. The elders of the Flame clan all showed fear in their eyes, and they all dared not continue to attack. And if they escaped, it would be even more difficult. This is their base camp, where can they escape to? Boy, you killed our deputy clan leader so cruelly, aren't you afraid of the revenge of our Flame clan? An elder of the Flame clan shouted loudly. They were obviously scared to death, but they had to stand up and take charge of the overall situation. The descendant of Qingxian Sanren was forced to such a point by a young cultivator, which really made them feel extremely frustrated. Revenge? What I am least afraid of is revenge. Qin Feng smiled coldly. Although this secret realm is extraordinary, as long as he wants to leave, no one can stop him. Bing Yaya and Bing Yuer were both petrified. They were very shocked. Qin Feng's performance was so amazing. His tall figure made them feel more and more secure and occupied their hearts. Swish! Qin Feng came to the back of the peacock and rode the peacock in the territory of the Flame clan. He walked forward 10 meters, and the cultivators of the Flame clan all retreated 10 steps, not daring to confront him at all. At this moment, Qin Feng alone shocked the entire Flame clan, and his power was extremely powerful. Well, this holy medicine is very good. This fruit is also very good. This spirit beast is also extraordinary. Qin Feng stood on the back of the peacock and came to the sky above the medicine field of the Flame clan. He waved his hand to grab dozens of holy medicines and walked into his own space. At the same time, he also grabbed hundreds of spirit medicines and put them in his own space. The cultivators of the Flame clan were angry but dared not speak when they saw this scene. Their clan leader and young master were no longer in the clan, and no one could stop Qin Feng's footsteps. After searching here, Qin Feng got dozens of holy medicines and some spirit beasts and rare birds, and then they were ready to leave. Since the young master and clan leader of the Flame clan were not here, they could only go to the Ice Spirit clan. Swoosh! Just when Qin Feng and his companions were in front of the mountain gate, a dozen young people flew in the air from the void. These people were outstanding in strength. At first glance, they were the young geniuses of the Flame clan, and their realms were all good. Yuer, Yaya, so you two are here. Huozhong, the young master of the Flame clan, saw Bing Yaya and Bing Yuer on the back of the vermilion bird, and was overjoyed and came to the front of the peacock. At the same time, he glanced at the vermilion bird and Yeching Cheng on the peacock, and his eyes lit up again. Both of them were peerless beauties, and their looks were no less than Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya, which made him greedy. Huo Zhongsheng was afraid that the night would be long and dreams would be many, so he went to the Bingling clan with his father, wanting to capture Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya back to the Flame clan. However, when he came to the Binglang clan, he did not find Bing Yuer and Bing Yaya. In the end, his father stayed to deal with things, and he wandered in the secret realm first, trying to find the figures of the two. Unfortunately, he searched almost all of the Ice Spirit clan, but could not find the two people. In desperation, he had to lead everyone back to the Flame realm. Unexpectedly, as soon as he arrived at the mountain gate, he found the two saints of the Ice Spirit clan. At the same time, there were two peerless beauties beside them, which made him overjoyed. The four stunning beauties really made him too excited. Such a good fortune that came to his doorstep must not be let slip away. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 568. Yuer, Yaya, you couldn't wait any longer, so you came to see me. Huozhong, the young master of the Flame clan, grinned. Although his appearance was not very flattering, his temperament was indeed good. He had a powerful aura and looked majestic. Dream, get as far away as you can. Bing Yaya had a hot temper and was not used to the young master of the Flame clan at all, so she yelled and cursed without hesitation. Really? There will be a time when you beg for mercy. Huozhong, the young master of the Flame clan, was not angry. He looked at Bing Yaya lustfully, his eyes glancing at Bing Yaya's towering body without scruples, treating her as his woman. "Who are you? Why are you with Yaya Yuer?" At this time, the young master of the Flame Clan's eyes turned cold. He looked maliciously at Qin Feng, who was sitting on the other side of the peacock, with murderous intent clearly in his eyes. "He is our husband, and the two of us are already his." Bing Yaya opened her mouth and said, she was very sharp and didn't think about anything else, just how disgusting the young master of the Flame Clan said. Bing Yuer on the side heard this and frowned without any trace. She glanced at Qin Feng secretly, for fear that Qin Feng would not be happy. When she saw that Qin Feng didn't look unhappy at all, she also said, "Yes, my sister Yaya and I are already Qin Feng's people." Bing Yuer's tone was particularly strong and seemed extremely real. This looked in the eyes of Huo Zhong, the young master of the Flame Clan, and immediately made him furious. For it. Qin Feng on the side subconsciously touched his nose. The two girls looked almost exactly the same, with completely different personalities. At this time, the two of them actually used him as a shield. I don't know why, but thinking about it, they were really a little excited. "Are you too sure you are not joking? With your cultivation level, how can you be worthy of you?" Huo Zhong, the young master of the Flame Clan, didn't believe it. His eyes were filled with coldness, and he looked at Qin Feng as if he was looking at a dead person. A mere monk in the Divine Light realm dared to snatch his woman. He was simply overestimating his capabilities. Qin Feng's cultivation level is beyond your imagination. Even if his level is low, we like her very much and are willing to be with him. Bing Yaya curled her lips. She had full confidence in Qin Feng's cultivation. She would tell lies as soon as she opened her mouth and would not give up until she got angry. "Boy, how dare you steal my woman, you are seeking death." Huo Zhong's eyes flashed with murderous intent. When he saw the two people's serious admissions, he had to believe it. His red hair moved automatically without wind, exuding a powerful aura. The young master is finally back. With the young master here, I can definitely take care of this kid. Young master, that boy killed our deputy clan leader, you have to avenge the deputy clan leader. The monks of the Flame Clan all started talking when they saw the young master coming back, and the scene became noisy. Qin Feng made a big fuss about the Flame Clan, killed the genius Huo Lai, beheaded the deputy clan leader, and robbed countless sacred medicine and spirit beasts from the Flame Clan. They dared to be angry but dare not speak out. Now with the young master's support, they can finally express their frustrations. Hearing this, Huo Zhong frowned, and his cold eyes exuded two substantial murderous auras, which were extremely sharp. The deputy clan leader was his uncle. His strength reached the second level of the princes, and his combat power was extremely terrifying. Even if he faced him, it would take a lot of effort to solve him. The young man in front of him actually killed the deputy clan leader, which proved that the other party was indeed powerful, far beyond the average person. "Boy, do you think that after defeating the deputy chief, you can fight against me? You can't leave here alive today, even your woman has to stay here and become my bed-warming maid." Huo Zhong stepped into the void, two rays of light shot out from his eyes, and a powerful aura radiated out. There were formations on the ground blessing his body. His cultivation level was impressively at the third level of the princes. "Anyone who dares to threaten my woman will be sent on your way." Qin Feng was furious. This person made him angry. He stared at Huo Zhong as if he were looking at a dead person. "Young man, I'll give you two choices. One is to keep these four women and destroy one of your arms. I'll spare your life. The other is to end your life myself." Huo Zhong saw that Qin Feng's cultivation level was at the 9th level of Shenzhou, but he killed the deputy clan leader. This showed that the other party had some trump cards, which made him very cautious. "Don't force me to take action, otherwise you will die without any parts of your body." Qin Feng was suspended in mid-air, looking down at Huozhong. He had a slender figure and looked scornful of the world in his eyes, not taking the other party seriously at all. In the sky above the Flame Clan, invisible killing intent permeated the air, and the atmosphere was extremely tense. Qin Feng and Huozhong both had killing intent like knives. The aura spread by the two people made countless monks of the Flame Clan tremble. "Go to hell!" Huozhong shouted loudly. He was arrogant. He stretched out his palm, and the palm showed a dazzling fire, like a sacred mountain of fire clouds, as heavy as a 10,000 stone, coming towards Qin Feng to suppress it. The power was extremely powerful. Qin Feng's eyes were filled with murderous intent. He also stretched out his palm, which was covered with golden light, and the power of the sun spread forward. When a deafening sound came from a god, and the sound waves between heaven and earth were as powerful as a tsunami. A gorgeous light flashed across the sky, causing everyone to change their color. Such a terrifying pressure made countless cultivators around gasp for breath, and they were inexplicably surprised and almost fell to the ground. Silently, the two separated in two sections. Their speed was so fast that it was dazzling. The eyes of ordinary people could not catch up with the speed of the two. Qin Feng's Nixian step was extremely fast, and Huozhong's flame speed was also unique in the world, and few people could compare with it. Swish! The two attacked again. Nixian step crossed the void, and the flame level also showed amazing secret power. They slashed and killed in the void, with powerful strength and unstoppable, and their spirits were like lightning, so fast that ordinary people could not react at all, and they separated on both sides. What a terrifying speed! As if crossing the void. Many cultivators of the Flame Clan were all amazed. The speed of the two was really amazing. If it were ordinary people, it would be impossible to dodge such an attack. Huozhong was fine, as he had amazing speed, which was expected by the Flame Clan cultivators. However, Qin Feng also had such speed, and such a terrifying existence made them all tremble with fear. Fire sacrifice thunder sound. Suddenly, Huozhong roared, and a terrifying energy wave spread in front of him. A terrifying human-shaped flame appeared behind him, flowing with strands of electric arcs, which was extremely terrifying. With the appearance of his secret method, fire sacrifice thunder sound, it seemed that space had stopped, and time seemed to have solidified. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 569. As soon as Fire Sacrifice Thunder appeared, the four people on Peacock's back were all shocked and broke into cold sweats. For some reason, an extremely horrifying feeling flashed through their hearts in an instant, making the four of them palpitate. Qin Feng, be careful. Master, don't be careless. All four of them were worried silently in their hearts. They did not dare to speak out for fear of disturbing Qin Feng's attention. Buzz. The young master of the Flame Clan took action. He stepped on the flames at extremely high speeds and turned them into a beam of light. The red fist struck so hard that the void collapsed, causing a violent earthquake. The fire sacrifice Laiyan also punched, and the terrifying strong wind crossed the void, combining with the fire-heavy fist power of young Flame Master, and the fire was dazzling. Bang! King Qin Feng Shen circled around his body. He flapped the heaven-shaking seal, and passed his big hand across the air, hitting hard the punch of Huozhong, the young master of the Flame Clan. Boom! There was a thunderous sound in the sky and the earth. Golden and red energy lights collided in the void, and energy surged in all directions. Terrifying energy fluctuations stirred up the wind and clouds in the sky and earth, and even the clouds in the sky were shaken away. The terrifying power caused the place to fly with sand and rocks, and one of the two short peaks in front of a mountain gate was turned into powder due to the collision between the two. At this moment, all the monks of the Flame Clan retreated again and again, fearing that they would be affected by the energy produced by the two men. Countless monks fled away. They were all shocked and inexplicable. Such strength was so shocking that it was really unimaginable. Chi! Huo Zhong flew up into the air. On his fists, firelight intertwined with arcs of electricity, and the dazzling brilliance danced. The void where his fists hit shook like rags. Qin Feng used the heaven-shaking seal to attack the front, and his terrifying palms brushed across the sky. If the sacred mountain came to suppress it, the sky would tremble. The two attacks collided fiercely, and the energy vortex swept across the sky, making a deafening roar. Qin Feng and Huo Zhong collided like needlepoints against wheat awns, and their terrifying strength was like the waves crashing on the shore, rolling around in all directions. Why is this fire gorilla so powerful? His physical body can actually be compared with Qin Feng. Suzaku was very surprised. Qin Feng's physical body was powerful and unparalleled, but Huo Zhong actually competed with Qin Feng's physical body without falling behind Feng. It was really abnormal. This person has taken various medicines to build up his physical body since he was a child, so his physical body is so powerful. Ye Qingqing's expression was solemn. She had grown up in the Assassin dynasty since she was a child, and her physical body was equally terrifying. It is because she has used various medicines to nourish her body since she was a child, laying a solid foundation. This fire sacrifice to Laiyan is a secret method passed down by Patriarch Qingxian. It is a specialized body refining technique. Unfortunately, it is extremely difficult to practice and has only been passed down to the Flame Clan. Bing Yuer explained on the side that Huo Zhong was very powerful, and this fire sacrifice was the exclusive skill of the Flame Clan. So that's it? I observed that this place is also blessed by formations, otherwise the opponent's strength would not be so terrifying. Suzaku nodded. In her mind, no one has ever been able to fight against Qin Feng physically without falling behind. This fire heavy is very extraordinary. Bang! Qin Feng's spear hit hard and his palm spasmed slightly. The opponent's fist had a strange penetrating power that could disintegrate his strength. This is very similar to Bang Quan, with the bonus of strength, one wave after another, and his physical body does not have much upper hand. Little did he know that Huo Zhong felt even worse. His whole arm was numb. Physically speaking, he was no match for Qin Feng. Heaven shaking. At this moment, Qin Feng let out a soft cry, and he pressed the heaven-turning seal with his hand. Under the blessing of the Nine Forbiddens, a large mountain in front of him was suspended above his head, filled with many runes, which was extremely terrifying. The heaven-shaking seal, with the blessing of the Nine Forbiddens and the formation here, had hundreds of times the energy, and the light surged in an instant, and it was shot again with the intention of setting it on fire. I am Cao, an ancient sacred mountain. This kind of palm print is too scary. Everyone in the Flame Clan was shocked. The heaven-shaking seal seemed to be real. The various runes on it were overwhelming and majestic. Boom! Huo Zhong was happy and fearless. A patch of light bloomed between his palms, like a mountain of fire clouds. He also shot forward, not thinking that he was weaker than Qin Feng. Two terrifying punches collided together, and as if the world was turned upside down, rumbling thunder sounded over the Flame Clan. The two fist seals were so tyrannical. The endless firelight was so powerful in the sky above the Flame Clan that the entire place was almost drowned by the energy light. What a terrifying power! The monks here all changed their colors, and the movement from the two giants caused the void to tremble, and the power swept across all directions. Thunderclaw! Huo Zhong roared, and his red hair stood upright. In front of his palm, the fire ritual thunder intertwined into pieces of arcs, turning into a heavenly dragon claw in the void and tearing apart the sky. Call out! The ear-piercing screams spread throughout the sky and the earth, causing countless monks' eardrums to sting and almost fall to the ground. Base. Faced with this scene, Qin Feng did not dare to be careless, and the immortal king's heaven-suppressing finger, the superior earth immortal, instantly clicked out. The terrifying finger light was like a divine sword, crossing the sky and slashing forward. The finger light tore the Tianlong claw, destroyed it in the void, and dissipated invisible. Qin Feng and the two became more and more courageous as they fought. He fought 1,000 meters high in the sky. The mountains of the Flame Clan were shaking, and the energy whirlwind made the place fly like sand and rocks. Not far away, the mountain peak that was not protected by the formation was scraped off a layer of skin under the attack of the two. Peacock appeared in the distance with the 4 people of Suzaku. It did not dare to get too close, and they were all observing the movements around them. Once there was any disturbance, they were ready to escape at the first time. Although they could not help Qin Feng, at least they could not hold Qin Feng back. Boom! Qin Feng and the other two were full of divine power, and they were stirring in the void. Huo Zhong's fire sacrifice thunder sound was merging with him. Every time he waved it, a harsh sound was heard, which made people have a splitting headache. Qin Feng used the immortal king's heaven-suppressing finger and the heaven-flipping seal alternately. The finger light in the void and the mountain attacked together, shaking the sky and the earth, and it was extremely terrifying. Swish! At this moment, behind Huo Zhong, the fire sacrifice thunder sound was completely united. Divine fire flowed all over his body, and the energy burned through the ground. His body surged to dozens of feet, and his body was shining with thousands of feet, which was extremely destructive. Swish! Huo Zhong's body was filled with electric light, and the sound of the fire sacrifice thunder was brilliant and dazzling. His divine power was surging, and the strength of the third level of the princes was completely released. He crossed the void and swooped down towards Qin Feng. His palms were flowing with sharp light, and he was wearing a pair of immortal-level boxing gloves. His fighting power was soaring, and he wanted to kill Qin Feng in the sky. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 570. Kunpeng Divine Form. Qin Feng was fearless. In his palms, the light of the lunar light flowed in his left hand, and the light of the sun flowed in his right hand. The lunar light and the sun were intertwined. In front, a Kunpeng divine form appeared. This Kunpeng divine form seemed to be substantial, with terrifying patterns flowing out and containing terrifying energy. As Qin Feng waved his fist, Kunpeng's divine form crossed the sky. Terrifying energy was surging, his whole body was shining brightly, and he was charging forward. Boom! Kunpeng's god-shaped wings cut across the sky like knives from the sky, and terrifying energy swept across the 4 wastelands, colliding with Huo Zhong in an instant. Dazzling energy swept across the sky, and the clouds in the sky were shaken away. The divine form of Kunpeng collided with the fire-heavy fire ritual thunder, and the energy penetrated the rainbow. The terrifying sound effects made the mountain peaks sway. The mountain peak closest to the two of them was instantly shattered and turned into ashes. The energy that spread out also caused a huge earthquake to occur here. The energy was like a tsunami, sweeping the sky with divine power. As the divine form of Kunpeng and the thunderous sound of the fire sacrifice dissipated, the sound of piercing gold and cracking rocks pierced through the space. The two of them all retreated hundreds of meters away and were knocked back. They were evenly matched. Brush. Huo Zhong did not believe in evil, and his speed was unbelievable. The flames caused his body to leave an afterimage on the spot, and he quickly attacked Qin Feng. Naturally, Qin Feng was not afraid of the opponent. He was walking in the void with his immortal steps, killing Huo Zhong with unstoppable courage. The fists of the two men were brilliant, and each blow caused the void to collapse. The terrifying pressure made the thunder here roar, and the sound shook the sky. Who is this kid and how can he be so tyrannical? You can compare with the young master based on your physical body. Is this too terrifying? Countless monks from the Flame Clan have all changed their colors. The young man found by the saint from the Ice Clan is actually so tyrannical that it is really shocking. Maid, you are so difficult. Qin Feng was completely furious. The Divine King's vision was suspended on his body, and the dragon talisman was also blessing him. His energy was surging all over, covering the sky, and the sun energy waves appeared between heaven and earth. He was so majestic that he actually showed a majesty that was unparalleled in the world. Bang! Qin Feng punched out, and at this moment, he slapped Huo Zhong hard on the body, sending Huo Zhong flying away on the spot. With the blessing of the vision, Qin Feng's strength once again reached a higher level, and his palms were like fairy gold, and he struck out again. Qin Feng's vision of the God King also raised his hand to strike forward. The vision was dazzling with light, and suppressed by such terrifying pressure, it actually made people want to worship. Ah! I'm going to kill you. Huo Zhong was actually knocked away, which made him extremely angry. He was surrounded by red light and rushed towards Qin Feng again. At this moment, Huo Zhong transformed into the laws of heaven and earth, and the huge vision filled the sky and suppressed Qin Feng. This time, the two of them collided together again, and the terrifying divine power made them boil and their essence was completely ignited. Bang! Qin Feng waved his hand again to attack and kill the young master of the Flame Clan. Huo Zhong was accidentally slapped by Qin Feng and flew hundreds of meters away. At the same time, Qin Feng took action again, and 10 heaven-shaking seals appeared. The runes on the mountain were bright, and the fire was completely submerged. Everything was too overbearing, causing Huo Zhong's body to tremble violently, which meant that his physical body was overbearing. If he were a normal person, he would have been beaten to pulp. Boy, what else do you have to say? Qin Feng stepped on the immortal steps and came to Huo Zhong. He looked at him as if he was as powerful and invincible as a god of war. I'm not convinced. Why are you blessed with strength here? At this moment, Huo Zhong, the young master of the Flame Clan, was half kneeling on the ground, with blood pouring from the corner of his mouth. He didn't understand why the formation of the territory would also bless the opponent's cultivation, giving the opponent the capital to compete with him. It's very simple, because my fire attribute skills are more extraordinary than yours, and my formation skills will surpass ordinary people. A sneer appeared at the corner of Qin Feng's mouth, looking down at Huo Zhong. How could his methods be comparable to those of the young master of the Flame Clan? Even with the blessing of the formation, the gap in the entire realm cannot be leveled so easily. The young master of the Flame Clan opened his mouth and spat out a mouthful of blood. The energy around him spread out in terrifying fluctuations, and his aura became even fiercer. Vulcan transformation. At this moment, Huo Zhong roared loudly, and his whole body was rendered brilliant. The muscles all over his body were condensed together, and his figure became stronger and stronger. As his body moves, the void will collapse under his pressure. This is an unimaginable violent force. It is the unique violent technique of their Flame Clan. Qin Feng's eyes narrowed, and he felt a terrible threat. He moved his body, and the Shura vision appeared, blessing his body, making him equally terrifying to the extreme. Clang! The two people punched each other fiercely, and their bodies were all comparable to fairy gold, reaching an incredible level. Qin Feng, blessed by the Shura vision, and Huo Zhong, blessed by the Vulcan transformation, collided fiercely, and their fists distorted the space to an incredible degree. Boom! The energy between heaven and earth surged, and the two of them fought against each other again. Every bombardment seemed to destroy the world. There was a sudden burst of thunder, which spread into sheets and formed a terrifying ray of light. The sky was filled with rumbling tremors, and the sound was extremely frightening. In the end, the two of them became more and more courageous as they fought, and Qin Feng's momentum became more and more victorious as he fought, and he mastered a terrifying rhythm. At this time, Qin Feng gradually gained the upper hand, while Huo Zhong was at a disadvantage and could no longer reverse the trend. Puff! Qin Feng slapped down his palm and called Huo Zhong to fly away. The Shura vision and the blessing of the Nine Forbiddens made Qin Feng's strength terrifying to the extreme. Huo Zhong was photographed on the spot with blood spurting out of his mouth, his energy and blood boiling, and he fell into the void. Buzz! Qin Feng took advantage of the victory to pursue. He came to the sky above Huo Zhong and stepped down. This kick was so terrifying that Huo Zhong couldn't dodge it at all, he was directly stepped on and buried in the earth. Brush! Huo Zhong screamed loudly, and he finally rushed out from the ground. He was greeted by another kick, and he was stepped on the ground and rubbed hard. At this moment, Huo Zhong no longer had the arrogance he had before. Facing such a ferocious Qin Feng, he had no room for resistance. All the monks of the Flame Clan were shocked. Even their young master was no match for the other party. He followed in the footsteps of the deputy chief, which completely frightened them. Who else can control this kid? The clan leader must have been rushing back after hearing what happened here, right?